Hey everybody, this is my Armored Core 6 Wing Gundam from Gundam Wing roleplay build that happens to also be really good, especially if you like melee weapon or heavily melee weapon focused builds. A couple things change on this build, so there's basically three different versions I have here, depending on like the types of enemies I'm going to fight, but or just the playstyle I want to use. But the basic version here is going to combine the VE generators, which have an increased energy firearm specialization, which, other than the damage, which is fine, but not really that important, what's really useful about this is the charge up time is shortened. So we combine that with the Werger charge shotgun here. This laser rifle is a forced stun, which is really helpful with melee builds. Allows you to interrupt enemies' attempts to retaliate and also cancel certain attacks from them. But it does 950 charged impact. So as long as we open up with something else, with a little bit of build up on them, that usually is enough to finish off the bar. I combine it with the moonlight here because of the 100% conversion of impact into accumulated impact. So basically, as long as I hit them with this weapon, that impact is entirely sticky, doesn't decay at all, as long as I'm keeping the bar up. So I like to open up with this. And the right shoulder changes a lot, so I'm not going to talk about that just yet, but we'll just talk about the main weapons. So Wing Gundam always uses a green sword, so we combine the pulse blade here with the moonlight. Both of these are useful. The general strategy is to stagger them with the moonlight and the other options I have, and then finish them off with the pulse blade here, just because of the super high direct hit adjustment and the double swing. It's essentially 2000 times 2.3, so you get a lot of damage. You can usually, you'll see in some of the clips, I basically one-shot a lot of builds as long as I land the combo. I really wanted to make a build that would take advantage of the shield launcher just to go with the role play here. It looks perfect because they look like wings. So this particular build is the defensive version. So if I have enemies that rush me a lot, like Zimmermans, you basically use the shield to lure them in, and then when they run through it, it gives them a huge amount of stagger. Even tanky enemies get their bar filled up really quickly. But there's a couple different versions. We can swap out the right shoulder just for the laser drones there. That just allows me to get a little bit of stagger buildup before I close the gap if the enemy is one that tends to run away. I can chase them down with this, and then that combined with the moonlight is usually enough to break the stagger bar. With the moonlight and the charge shotgun is enough to break the stagger bar. And then this one's for stripping shields, and then my more enjoyable one to play here, by sacrificing the right shoulder, changing the core piece out here at the risk of getting a little bit more of a stagger bar, shortening my own stagger bar a little bit, so I'm easier to stun. But it does allow me to use the VEB, which turns this charge shotgun here into basically an instant charge. It'll just hold it down for a split second and the bar is basically full. So you can do twitch stagger shots with the shotgun after you've opened up with your main melee weapon. You need the Kikaku for the energy conservation. You're going to be doing a lot of, for the energy conservation and for the melee thrust on the pulse blade, you want to be able to chase down super fast mechs and land the finisher on your combo. And so you need that. Every millisecond counts on that. So the time to close the distance when you start charging in for the double light attack is shortened. Okay, let's get to the clips now.